Hey, so let's ponder over the meaning of a verse in Quran. That's Surah Al-Anbiya, verse 16 to 17, right? So it says that uh, God is saying that we haven't created the heavens and the earth and everything in between in mere play, right? And if we had to make something in play, it would have been something befitting us, if that's what we wanted, right? So let's just ponder over it. Now, this world is not a child's play. Like, this world has a purpose, right? And Hindus has this concept like Leela. They say that this world is a divine gameplay, that evolution is actually a game that's set in motion. But we as Muslims, we believe that no, it's not a game. That and the what's it called, the evidence is actually in the Quran itself. Quran is saying that this is not a game. This world is not a game, or this heavens or earth, whatever God has created, it's not a game, right? It has a purpose, and it all comes back to this thing that God is just. God is justice himself. So whatever he does, it has to be justice, right? Now, if everything was a play over here, then it wouldn't matter if someone would do good or someone would do bad, right? There won't be any concept of heaven or hell. Like, if this has to be justice, this whole thing, this whole world has to be just. It has to be justified for it to exist. And God is just, and he makes sure he creates just things. Now, sometimes people complain that, hey, life is not fair with me and all that and this and that, and they complain. But God says that this is a test. If you are born as a rich person, that's a test. If you are born as a poor person, that's a test. Everything is a test. If you are handsome, if you are ugly, if you have, wives, if you don't have any wife, if you have kids, if you don't have kids, if you have health, if you don't have health, everything is a test, right? So it makes the things fair and square, like it makes balance. And God is so just that if he does not give you something, he will not ask you out of it, right? For example, those people who are insane, or they have mental disorders, and they have lost their ability to think, right? God will not ask them about those things, right? Like, if someone does not have, maybe someone is disabled, someone does not have a leg or a feet, God will not ask about those things, right? So this world is not created in child's play. This world has a purpose, and God is just, and it has to be justified. Like, if there is heaven and hell, then people who do good will go to heaven, and people who do bad will go to hell, right? It's not that something has just been set in motion and there is no purpose of it, and just play and marry and entertainment. No, it's not for entertainment. Yes, there's a place God has created, and it's called heaven. And in the second verse, God is saying that if God even wanted to make something in play, it would have been something that would be befitting him. Now, even if, like, God does not want it to create in play, but even if it was play, if it would have been something befitting to God, now it means that it is the whole idea of play entertainment is not befitting to God, right? Because God is just. The moment you say God is just, because it's one of the attributes of God, it becomes compulsory that the entertainment thing, that the play, that leisure kind of thing, it's out of the equation, right? If he, let's say, created everything in play, then this would be meaningless. This world would have been no purpose. There wouldn't be any purpose for worship. There won't be any purpose. God is very calculated in his moves. God is very logical. God is very factual. Even if he creates something, it has to be factual. It has to have logic. It has to have science. It has to have reasons. It's another thing, we haven't gone that far that we can give we can give reasons to each and everything, right? Science is getting there, but it's not there yet.